I just got an update. So DoorDash might have just fixed their biggest problems for Dashers. And the funny thing is, I might be one of the lucky ones. Are you? So do this if you want to find out if you're one of the lucky ones here. So let's go into the Dasher app here. Real simple. And open it up, go into the menu, and then go right here to ratings. It's so simple. And right there, this has been happening, but do you have on time or early like I do, or on time rates? This transition to on time rates been happening is it 2 years now? Was it late 2023 or was it at least 2024? Changing, I think that's when it was, changing to on-time rates, which measures if you're going to be late to a pickup or a drop-off, and it measures the last 100 deliveries that you've done versus on-time or early was lifetime. You know, the big problem, and I bet you can echo this down below. I guarantee we're going to hear this because I've heard this from almost every single Dasher who's been changed over to on-time rate. It's broken. It's not working because it's tracking if you're on time or late to the pickup and the drop off, and it dings your accounts, that on time rate metric. If you're late to the ETA, the estimated time of arrival on the initial offer card, when you get that offer, that time, it says like estimated delivery 4:25 p.m., whatever it says, estimated, right? That's the time they're using. And this is so broken on-time rates that DoorDash basically paused the expansion of on-time rate. So here are 3 changes that I just heard. And if you have on-time rates, you actually already have these updates. This isn't an official like support page verbatim thing here, but this is certainly an update that I was told. So pay attention to this. Number 1, fewer unfair late marks, which is exactly, guys, the whole the point here. If it works, let me tell you this, you can let me know. I was going to say argue, maybe you can't argue with me down below. I would say if on-time rate works the way it's supposed to work, there should not be any problems. And it works with a fair ETA. It gives you a reasonable, normal amount of time to get to both the pickup and the drop off. Like me, I'm always going A to B like you, right? Like, sure, there's moderate traffic, your algorithms or whatever, it's tapping into Google Maps. It should all consider that, right? Real world stuff, it should still have enough of a buffer and I'm fine. But that's not what's happening. Dashers are getting dinged even going A to B. So again, they need to fix it. The main update with this is there's going to be more detections for things outside of your control. I mean, imagine that wait time at the restaurant, the store, whatever. It's not your fault. You're standing there, you're like, okay, now I'm going to be late to the drop off because of nothing that I did. Arguably, the biggest update, at least from everything that I was told, is this, that your on-time rates based on those new detections will automatically be adjusted to better reflect your actual performance. So your on-time rates is going to be automatically adjusted. My question, of course, and I was just kind of told this stuff, not a lot of detail. Again, we'll look for more detail coming. Make sure to subscribe. I'll follow this stuff for you. What's going to be adjusted? It sounds like your on-time rate is going to be adjusted like on the back end, like in that rating screen that I showed you, like the overall on-time rate. But you know what I would like to see? You know what I would think would work as a better on-time rate? I said this when this thing first came out, that I don't think we should be using the original ETA on that offer card. I think that initial ETA, while it can be accurate, you know, while you're using your Google Maps integration, whatever it is, while you're using thousands, millions, frankly, all these other deliveries in that data, that's fine. But there's like an average or trend of how long that delivery should take. But then like sometimes things happen, you hit like bad luck, like traffic and a wait time at the merchant, now you're super late. So then there is physically no way to be on time if you get bad luck, like traffic, whatever on the road, then you have another delay at the merchant. There's no way to make up that time. So why are we still using that initial ETA? Speaking of the ETA, update number 2, continuous review processes. They did kind of talk about this, like the system would detect if there's delays. Okay, we'll see here, but they're going to use like hundreds of deliveries to check the accuracy of that time. And I believe probably subsequently a lot of other things in the delivery process. I mean, aren't they already doing that? Right? Like, I'm sure, aren't they already looking at their thousands and millions of deliveries to see what's accurate, to see if routing is accurate, to see if, I mean, they have the metrics on the merchants, if the merchant is on time when they say it's prepped, right? If you get there and it says like it's ready, but it's not ready because they incorrectly, falsely marked it was ready. All of that, aren't they already checking that kind of stuff? They are, you better believe it. But for on-time rate specifically, at least, there's going to be an update and recalibration, verification that ETA is accurate. I don't have on-time rate, so you're going to have to let me know, are these times getting better over the coming weeks? Next is updated statuses within the app. So you can dispute, you probably know this if you have it, right? You can dispute the leg, like, okay, the pickup slate or the drop-off slate, and you can dispute it, right? Now we're gonna get better notifications, statuses, stuff like that. We've seen some of this already in an email that was sent out in September 2025. That email said things like, hey, you might get a notification in the app if your on-time status would be excluded, let's say, like a pickup delay, and DoorDash will say, hey, don't worry, we know there's a delay at pickup, it's gonna be excluded. Here's something that I would like to see as someone who doesn't even have on-time rates. I've seen enough of this on-time rate and I've heard from you, so please comment down below. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. With the dispute process, how many can I dispute? Number one, how many can I dispute in a day, week? What's the process for disputes? Like, I know a lot of dashers are like, hey, this is basically automated. Like, I disputed it, upheld, disputed it, and you're good. Like, we removed it automatically. So what's the process there? 5, and then it goes to like a human reviewer after that, or I can only do 5 in a week. And what does it take? Or like specifically when do I get that dispute overturned? Like, I just tap the button that says dispute. Do I need certain evidence, screenshots? Like what do I need? Or what's the best case scenario for me to get a dispute reversed? Because otherwise it's like, okay, I don't know how many I can dispute. I don't really know what goes into it. I just tap that dispute button and hopefully it improves my on-time rates because I need it for overall dasher rating. This brief update for on-time rates, does it answer more questions than you have? Maybe. It certainly leaves us still with plenty of questions. When is on-time rates going to expand? Because they did say every dasher, to my understanding, at least I'll continue to follow this, every dasher that already has on-time rates, like I said, already has these new updates, and they say that initial feedback's been pretty positive. So if you have it, has the on-time rates accuracy gotten better? The time should be so reasonable. It should be just that. It should be fair and reasonable if we're going to judge on ETAs and stuff. If it's whatever, an initial ETA or a updating, like a constantly updating ETA, which I think is a better idea, I should not notice. What I mean by that is I should not notice a metrics change from my current on-time or early to a new on-time rate. Why? Frankly, it should get even better because it's based on the last 100. Why? Because my driving isn't changing. I'm always going A to B. I'm marking when there's delays, etc. So my on-time rate should be fine, guys. It should not drop by like 10% when I first get it for some reason. That's kind of the real world barometer, right? It's just real world driving. Like, I should not notice any difference when I get on-time rates because I am going A to B, I'm driving the speed limits, and if there's any delays outside of my control, like at the pickup, I'm notifying you, DoorDash, via the Dasher app. Tell us what's happening. So I shouldn't have to change anything, and I should have a good, super high, 99.8% on-time rates because I'm doing what you'd expect a compliance regular Dasher is doing. I shouldn't be dropping like 5 to 8 to 10% when I get on-time rate. I do think though that on-time rates will be better. It should be better than on-time or early. It's considering the last 100. It's a more accurate representation of recent deliveries. It's just have real world A to B drivers that are doing what they are normally doing. They should all have stellar on-time ratings. So let's make that happen.